New here at 5, a homecoming in Durham that has been 180 years in the making.
Eyewitness News was at the historic Stagville Plantation as dozens of descendants returned to see where their enslaved ancestors began the trek, forced on foot to walk to a new plantation in Alabama. Joel Brown in Durham as a family commemorates their ancestors' resilience.
180 years after their enslaved ancestors were forced to walk from Durham's Stagville Plantation to a new labor camp in Alabama.
We call this place Stagville today at the historic site, but Stagville was just one section within this huge Cameron plantation.
These descendants returned to Stagville for the first time in a black tour bus and visibly moved.
It is an emotional trip, and there's still some things I'm going to have to break down when I get home.
I just thought it was just amazing to think that people really travel that far on foot, and so many of them.
114 enslaved people made what the family now calls the trek, walking 500 miles from the wheat fields here at Stagville to western Alabama when their enslaver, Paul Cameron, ordered them to work the fields of his newly purchased cotton plantation. It was a brutal journey crossing rivers on foot with wagons and children. Nearly 2 centuries later, these descendants of the Jeffersons, the Hargresses, and the Cannons returned to Durham to commemorate the journey, a celebration of a family's resilience.
I really feel blessed knowing where I came from, because so many times as African Americans, we have no clue where we came from.
These people are really heroes to me.
Duke Emeritus Professor of History Sidney Nathan spent 40 years researching and writing the family's history. His book, A Mind to Stay, chronicling their journey from Stagville and the twist of fate in Alabama in 1875, when the now emancipated black farm workers purchased the land from Cameron, where they once were enslaved.
The story changes from slavery to freedom, and then what happens in freedom is yet another story.
Genealogist Miles Caggins is also here at Stagville. He spent nearly a decade using DNA and historical records to connect these modern-day descendants to their ancestry here in Durham.
I never imagined that we could come to this kind of moment in time. We have this many family members coming to see where their ancestors were purchased, where they grew up, where they worked, and where they left from.
A historic homecoming fueling empathy and pride.
Our ancestors had to go through so much, and it's just wonderful to be able to say that this is where we were, but this is where we are.
And an energy to keep uncovering their past.
I want to know more. Makes me want to dig deeper.